Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included here in our 100 Duplicant challenge. At the end of the previous episode we pretty much ran dry, so we're now utilizing the polluted water here together with the water sieve. And we're also planning to tap into this cool salt slush geyser and also the cool steam vent over here. Now my intention was to first bring it all the way over here and then process it right here, but I think I'm gonna do it the other way around. You recommended me to do that, and the reason for that is to not heat up the base with the hot water that we have here. So we are just bringing the brine over, heating up the brine, cooling down the water, and once it is agreeable, we're gonna ship it into the base priority right here, and then of course we might also hook up a oxygen system. However, this is all gonna take a humongous amount of time, and we are running low on time because we only have 14 tons of dirt left, and we're using up more and more as long as we don't make progress. So one suggestion was to use the compost to refine the polluted dirt back into normal dirt. It's gonna be germy, but it's also a 1-to-1 ratio, so we potentially have another 40 tons of dirt that will give us time. And I figured this isn't the worst of ideas, so I think what I'm gonna do is just set up a couple of these, well, quite a few, and they are also gonna expel some polluted oxygen, which is gonna help. So I think what I'm gonna do is just fill up the room, but here from the other side. And then at the same time we make some progress here, even though quite slowly. Oh my gosh, there's not a lot of oxygen to go around, I have to say. Wait a second, I need more space here. Let's cancel this and also add another water sieve this way, so we can actually process an entire pipe of 10 kilograms. This is not good. The wire here is already at capacity. The algae is not doing good either. We have to speed this up. Priority 7 for you. And I'm even gonna dig some more up right there. Maybe it would be easier to just grab this wire and then go straight through here. And this one here we're gonna relay to take care of this water sieve. You know, I cannot really wait right now. I think what I need to do is tap into this deposit very briefly. And then I'm gonna build another pitcher pump so we can actually supply the microbe mushers. Jeez, I just can't believe it. It's such chaos. I wonder, do I already have access to, yeah, the hand sanitizer? I mean, maybe we do have some chlorine hanging about, and so I could allow them at least some kind of hygiene. We have Ari and Frankie here being complete idiots and trapping themselves. Okay. However, we should be able to save them. And yeah, there we go. 2 people suffocating. Not my fault. Now I think additionally to the slime, I also want to store something else, the bleach stone, if we get it at priority 9. That is good. Copy that setting over. And so we will be bringing bleach stone over, and eventually we can supply the sanitizers. But this is not looking very cozy here with all the chlorine. Oh my gosh, there is even chlorine on the floor. Good, good, good. My plants are steadily growing. They're being harvested pretty much immediately every time. We now have 7 dust caps already growing, and we should be filling this up eventually. But man, we are in desperate need of converting that polluted dirt. Oh no! We lost another duplicant, Stinky. He starved to death, slime lungs, sore back, soggy feet, yucky lungs. He actually had an athletics of -2. Yeah, he was just not quick enough. Oh no, man, this is a real shame. I hope we'll get over this crisis. This could be it, guys. But I'm not gonna give up so easily. It's only cycle 20. All we need to do is have 100 duplicants at the end of the challenge. So yeah, there goes Stinky, and we'll receive another duplicant. Let's choose a blueprint, and we're gonna choose the first one available. Cooking and supplying. Decreased strength and snores loudly. Oh, not good. But he's got supplying, so that is kind of counteracting it. But let's print Rowan, the new duplicant. Come on, print. There he is. Let's check the schedules and make sure he's in the right one. Now he's currently in this one here. And I just see I have too many duplicants here. Rowan, you're gonna go into the last schedule here. And then the second one doesn't have enough duplicants either. So I'm gonna send Catalina over. Oh guys, I'm not sure we can actually do it. At some point we're gonna have more and more starving duplicants. The math just doesn't add up right now. Maybe if we can turn it around a little bit with the dirt production here, this should be good. But it is composting what? At what rate? 100 grams per second. Yeah, this is not gonna be enough, is it? but it might give us some time, and there is still a little bit of dirt to pick up. And also, of course, we need to go for a little bit more algae, so I'm gonna do that here. Oh no, guys, it is happening. We lost yet another duplicant, Gossman here. They were one of our dedicated diggers. Analyzing the situation, they also had slime lung, giving them -3 athletics, and this brought them all the way down to -7, which is the cause of the death. Now, where is this exactly happening? Down here. Of course, so all the duplicants that are breathing in this nice oxygen, they are kind of regretting it. Now, one way we could solve that, let me see, I saw some uranium right here. Let's dig that up. I'm gonna go ahead and collect some of that at high priority, and then we should be able to build radioactive doors and potentially kill off the germs. I also decommissioned 2 of the microbe mushers, just crafting the mush bars, and I added another electric grill instead. And I think at this point I'm gonna add the mush fry recipe so we can improve on the output, even if it is just a little bit. And then under consumables, we're gonna disallow the mush bars, and then they're gonna eat the mush fries instead. We should have enough cooks to always take care of these. Well, I might first go ahead and observe it a little bit, but I assume my cooks are gonna be much faster in grilling that than all the random duplicants at producing the mush bars. Something else I figured we might want to do, even if just temporarily, is set up 2 of the algae distillers right there. They are both going to output a little bit of polluted water that we're gonna drop right here, I would say. Come on, go away. And then just a little liquid bridge there. Okay. They should also only take about 120 watts each, so if we upgrade one of these wires, we should be fine. Ooh, this is a long wire. For now, I think I'm just gonna take this wire here, and then we're gonna gradually upgrade it. I don't think all of the machines are being used at the same time. These are the lice loaf machines, and then maybe right here we can have another hand sanitizer, since the duplicants will be bringing in the slime, of course, and then it will be converted to algae with a little bit of polluted water. Well, the good news is right now we only have about 3 starving duplicants. I'm so proud of that. Also, just another research completed. Well, let's keep going. Eventually I want smart batteries. I also want the polymer press, so I'm gonna research all of that now. I had to dig away here a little bit to get access to this oxalite, so working in these conditions here is a little bit easier. They were just not getting there in time, always had to go back to breathe. So now everyone is helping to give them a little bit of oxygen. Very good, guys. Very good. That's what I'm talking about. And now we have our cooks going to town, hopefully improving their skills as well. Also very soon we're gonna have a buttload of meal lice ready. This is good. The bristle blossoms are still gonna take a cycle or 2. Okay, Turner, very nice. Thank you for the delivery. So the algae distillers are now going to town, delivering 600 grams of... No, it's using 600 grams of slime and emitting 200 grams of algae. Absolutely wonderful. So 400 grams of algae per second. This is definitely gonna help our situation. No, I'm kidding myself. We're using 500 grams per oxygen diffusers. Oh man, time is definitely working against us here. At least I dug up some of the uraniums. Let's see if we can build a mechanized airlock out of uranium. And I think for now, I'm just gonna set one up here and maybe one there. Just for the time being, see how that actually improves the situation. And for that, I need to make sure we actually dig up enough. But yeah, honestly, right now I need to go also for more algae in order to give us more time to build an actual oxygen contraption, which we can only do once we got access to this part. So Otto, maybe stop sleeping and mourning and being hungry and just get to work. You know, I noticed something. The duplicants are dropping their food all the way down here, and that is because sometimes when they get a notification, like ironically enough, when they get a starvation notification, they drop their food, and not even that, somebody else is gonna pick it up, and so they have to be able to grab another food. I don't know, this is not really helping, but what I figured we could do is maybe something like that. Let's make sure this here is being built first, and this way they're only gonna drop it up to here, and the duplicants don't have to travel this far that actually want to get that food. Currently, I have at least 2 people with slime lung, and they are at risk of dying because of the decreased athletics. Okay, I got my mechanized airlocks in place. They should be emitting some radiation, and therefore the germs around them should be dying. And they should be dying at a much quicker rate than they are replicating inside the polluted oxygen. So eventually, maybe it's not going to be that bad. Very nice. We're now back to 17 tons of dirt and algae 3 tons. So that is still a problem. You know, if we're successful with this plan of eliminating the germs, then we might be able to utilize this oxygen. Look at that. It's like the thickest oxygen I've ever seen in this space, even though it's nasty and disgusting. Oh my gosh. Do you see? Oh my gosh. This is the best thing ever. Okay, I feel so much better now. How did I not see that? Oh, this is gonna save my freaking butt. I mean, I should have known. There is, of course, more algae around, but still, I was worried. Like, I was worried extremely much, but now I'm not that worried at all. Let's make sure this will be done in due time. Dig all of that up and build the ladders. Yes. Ah, this is so good. Do we even have some oxygen here? Actually, it's not that bad here. Wow. I'm surprised. There's a lot of oxygen. But yeah, maybe let's take this apart and allow a little bit more flow. Nice. Well, you look at that. Do we even have the materials for another one? I think so. We only need 200, right? Or wait, we have 200 and we need 400. Because I figured we could set up another one here and then maybe get a pump rolling at this point. Or even over there. But it doesn't look like we were able to grab enough uranium. Maybe there's gonna be another pocket somewhere. Another thing we should check in due time over here is the teleporter. So if we just try to make our way down here, we can use the teleporter to the second planet, which might even give us more time in terms of creating easy oxygen. I mean, right now we're completely living on the edge. One cycle takes like an eternity, especially now that I set it to 1 times the speed, in order to keep it a little bit more fluent and to hopefully keep the calculations the game has to do up to par. Good, but we now almost freed the water. I wonder, when is this gonna be active? Oh, it is actually active. It is emitting brine. Okay, so it is time to break this, isn't it? What happens if this overflows? It will just drop down here. That wouldn't really be convenient. So I think I want to prevent this from happening. I'm gonna close this off and then we're gonna break through here instead. Let me do this and that, and then we go down here. Good. Any second we're now breaking through here to the freshwater source. The only question is, how are we gonna get it here in due time? Well, we will have to pump it. So our first course of action would be to maybe use insulated pipes and bring this all the way over to here. And we're just gonna drop it at this point. We can then use a pump right here, and just to be sure, I'm gonna build it out of gold amalgam so it doesn't overheat that quickly. And then sadly enough, we don't have access to the thermo sensor just yet. I'm gonna replace this switch with a thermo sensor as soon as we got it. And then all I have to do is bring this back here, and we're gonna bring it all the way over to where it belongs, namely inside the machine here, the desalinator. So let me actually do this a little bit differently. I'm gonna come down here and we're gonna cut this pipe and remove this one. So now it's pumping, going down here and then going through the desalinator. And once that's done, it's gonna be supplied to our freshwater source. There we go, we broke through. I'm gonna allow them to also build the flooring. Now maybe we should speed up the building of this corner. As a matter of fact, I want to make sure this is being built as soon as possible so we don't have any leakage. Okay, this plan here with the germs is definitely working. We don't have enough uranium. However, if we check out the germs, they're almost completely gone. So I'm gonna take advantage of that oxygen. And I think right now I would like to introduce a cold generator just for this portion here. We're gonna hook that up to a smart battery, and then we're just gonna take some conductive wire here and also hook up, let me see, let's go through here and hook up these 2 guys. For now, I'm gonna disconnect them. There's no sense in using that. And last but not least, we just need some automation wire going from the generator to the smart battery. I will then also hook up a gas pump right here. And we're gonna bring some of that polluted oxygen all the way up to, I don't know. Yeah, I really just need it inside the base. It's gonna be breathed away in a heartbeat anyway. And then some more conductive wire going to here. And that probably means we need to queue up some more crafts. Let's do another 75 or so. The printing pod is ready. Oh, this is so good, so good. Ooh, what do we get here? Building and some ranching. Gains attribute bonuses during meteor showers. Sure. Increased cuisine. She could be another cook. And unfortunately snores loudly. What can I say? Let's get her printed. Bunhee, you need to replace the guy in schedule 4. And then let's go to priorities. Bunhee, Bunhee, Bunny, where are you? Cooking. Okay, I need a Bunhee in cooking. Was she cooking? Yeah, I think so. We actually only have 2 Bunhees and both of them are now specialized. This one here is going to be grilling. And there you go. Very nice. I'm so glad we're back to 100 duplicants. Now, our only pressing issue was the algae, which we are mitigating right now. The dirt isn't going down as dramatically anymore since we reduced the amount of microbe mushers going for it. And it actually seems to have improved our situation overall together with the meal ice. And now we will be getting a huge load of bristle blossoms, and that is going to make it even better. There we go. My coal generator is in place. It should be going for it, filling up the smart battery. So the algae distillers are working again. And also my gas pump is now pumping up the very nice oxygen. I mean, in our situation, we take all we can get, honestly. Now we have a lot of oxygen going on here. My suggestion would be to replace some of these tiles here with airflow tiles. Let's try to find a nice pattern maybe. Let me see, 3 here in the corner and then another 3 right here, and we would be repeating that on the other side. And I'm just gonna do that here for the next layer as well. Yeah, something along these lines, and that is gonna help this oxygen to go ahead and distribute a little bit better. Let me go ahead and repeat this for all the rooms. Good. Now algae is also safe once again, but we will have to go for the Rodriguez or whatever we're gonna go for. As soon as we have access to this water and this cool steam vent, I'm gonna go for it, and then I'm gonna venture out in order to find a little bit more. Like, we need a lot more. This cool salt slush geyser is not gonna be enough. Also, what is this synthesizer about? Ooh, I've discovered a new dream analyzing building buried deep inside our asteroid. It seems to contain new sleep-specific suits. Could these be the key to unlocking my duplicant's ability to dream? I've often wondered what they might be capable of once their imagination were awakened. Honestly, I do not want to know what they're capable of. But apparently we can activate this building. It requires duplicant labor, I guess. Analyzes dream journals produced by duplicants wearing pajamas. Though it does provide a sustainable boost to duplicant skills and abilities throughout the colony. That's very interesting. Good, now that my oxygen is being pumped up here, these duplicants should be able to breathe, well, at least every now and then. We can see there are occasional pockets, but the carbon dioxide is also slowly becoming an issue. All these duplicants breathing out. I mean, where is this gonna go? We've also just harvested the bristle blossoms, so I think my food should be safe for a couple of days. The oxygen is gonna be my biggest concern right now, because that seems to be our last patch of algae. Oh no! Ah, my gosh! Camille! I just wanted to wrap things up, and you're sleeping in a door that should be closed either way. Pneumatic door, you should be locked. Oh my gosh, what were you? Construction, okay. Probably nobody very important, but geez, that is another duplicant gone, and it's gonna take 2.5 cycles until we can print the next one. Okay, I mean, we just have to keep pushing forward. At some point, we're gonna become sustainable. It's not that point just yet, and every now and then a duplicant has to suffer the consequences. But yeah, I would say that is enough stress for one day for me, and I'm gonna wrap it up at this point. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time, and hopefully we can turn this around, and I see you in the next one. Bye bye.